Hey guys, what's up? I'm here with my friend Tony.
What's up, guys?
Uh, we have kind of an interesting take on the ban list season, which we're still waiting for that list. So we came up with 10 cards that we are going to unban.
Yep, and some of these unbans are going to be kind of fail logic. So don't take it too personally if you find some of this stuff kind of crazy. It's all in good fun.
All right, well I'll start things off. I got Cold Wave for my first card coming back. We'll
Oh
start
no,
we'll start things off with a bang. Cold Wave. So
bad memories.
so everybody knows this card. Uh, so
Why?
basically,
Why do you think?
why do I think it should come back?
Yeah,
Well, I don't know. I mean, what do you think?
I don't know. I guess I'll get started with something like a little more reasonable that everyone probably sees coming. I think Sangan will come back just because of the errata. Only one tour guide as well, so
Right.
nothing too crazy. All right, well, what's your next card, man?
Victory Dragon.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Let me read the effect to you. This card cannot be special summoned. To tribute summon this card, you must tribute 3 dragon type monsters. Okay, so that's hard enough in itself to summon. Okay, let me continue now. If this card attacks your opponent directly, it has to attack directly, and reduces their life points to 0, you win the match. If they can pull all that off, attack directly, reduce your life points to 0, hey
Alright,
man,
I agree with that. I like that.
you win the match. If you can do that, oh, you win the match, man.
For my next one, I have Cyberstein. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Can summon any fusion monster, but like just think about it. Like you go second, summon Cyberstein. There's no worse feeling than when your Cyberstein gets warning or effect failure. Like you
You
just
pay
lose.
5,000.
It's GG. It's scoop time. And with 3 Solon Strike, like that's never going through. Let's be real.
And you would only have one, so you would have to go first and open up with it, and
Exactly.
not get Veilered. Trap Dust Shoot. Everybody knows this card.
Yeah, I actually have that on my list too. But and the thing is, like, you're also starting with only 5 cards. So first of all, you have to go first. Second of all, you have to open up with it. And then if you're playing a combo oriented deck, then that only leaves you with 4 other cards to potentially kind of like form your other first turn plays around. My next card is Elemental Hero Stratos.
I have Stratos as well, but
Nice.
go ahead.
If this card came back, like, would Heroes really be tier 0? Even with like the rest of the meta, I don't know. Like it's still very good with like 3 Call the Haunted and stuff like that, but I don't know. I think it could come back, and Heroes would be a tier 1 deck, but they wouldn't be
By the
like
way,
every
guys,
YCS or anything.
by the way, guys, he's a hero player, so he might be a little biased.
Yep. Yep.
All right, so my next card is Pot of Avarice. Um,
I
the
have that too.
the OCG has this card. I don't see why we don't have it.
I just like the idea of like
A power card.
power spells that
Yeah.
are kind of broken. All right, so my next one coming back is El Shaddoll Construct.
Oh,
I think it
nice.
was kind of silly that this was banned. I think it honestly should have just been limited. I mean, they hit the consistency of the deck already by banning 2 of the fusion spells. Like, so now you can only play 4 fusion spells, 1 El Shaddoll and 3 Shaddoll fusion.
Which I think,
Unless you want to play the Net fusion, but that card is terrible.
don't you think that was kind of overkill anyway? If you ban Construct, why even hit the El Shaddoll?
Yeah, exactly. It didn't really make sense. So like, even with Construct at 1, like, yeah, you can call the Haunted, bring it back. Like, that's great, but I don't think it's really gonna do anything.
Solemn Judgment. Do you have it?
I do not have it, but I'm a big fan of Solemn Judgment.
Yeah, I mean, you got to pay half your life points, and you can pretty much negate something that could be totally clutch. And then, but you have to play this card correctly. Obviously, it can help you win the game, but if you play it incorrectly, you can totally lose the game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like a relatively skillful card to play. Um, Also, I like the idea that it negates spells. Like, there just aren't that many cards in Yu-Gi-Oh that can negate spells, and that's like one of the few things. So I
Right.
think Solemn is a pretty cool card.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so my next one, I have Zen Mighty coming back, and
Nice.
I mean, there's no real wind-up loop where they're looping your hand anymore.
I totally agree. I don't think it would be hardly played at all. All right, my next card is Dark Magician of Chaos.
Nice.
It got an errata, so it can only add during the end phase, so it's not really as good. I think it could definitely come back. I don't really think it would break the game or anything. I think it's pretty balanced.
Yeah, I agree. Alright, so for my next one, I have Tribe Infecting Virus. Kind of like DMOC, it's a card that a lot of people have been thinking would come back for like the past 2 or 3 years even. Like, I know you can discard multiple times per turn and destroy multiple different types, but it's still like your normal summon for the turn. I mean, cards like Raigeki and Dark Hole are legal, so a normal summonable Raigeki or Dark Hole on legs that has to get through effect negation, I feel like the card's not even really that good.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it could come back for sure. Brain control. All right, so bear with me here. We had Snatch Steal for like what was it, A format or 2 formats? I'm not sure, but we had Snatch Steal, which I feel like is a better brain control. Um, so I don't see. I mean, I think we could definitely play around with it for a format. I don't see how it wouldn't really break the game or anything.
Pot of Greed.
Pot agreed. Oh, okay.
Pot of Greed one. Why not? You got this new card coming out called Pot of Cupidity. Have you seen that card?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yep, banish 10 cards from the top of your deck face round and draw 2 cards. Well, if you have 3 of those, why not 1 Pot of Greed?
Okay, that's some pretty good logic right there.
I know, right? Why not?
All right. Morphine jar. Now, I know you're going to say empty jar, but I mean, aside from empty jar, this card really wouldn't be played, and I don't think that it's going to be game breaking or anything.
Alright, so my last card on the list is Mind Master. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Mind Master FTK.
Oh, wow. My last card is Rescue Cat. Now, it's not really that broken. I mean, it's good, but what decks can really use it? Like X-Sabers maybe, Gladiator Beasts. These decks are all like really dead and not played at all. So, I mean, I feel like it could be okay. I mean, unless you want to play like, it could be played in a Raccoon deck, but who plays that? So, I mean, it's not, I mean, it could be played in Medolce with Hoot Cake is a beast. But even though nobody plays that deck either, so I definitely could see Rescue Cat coming back.
Yeah, I never actually played with Rescue Cat. I started playing like a format or 2 after it got banned, so.
Some decks could tech it in and just to make like a first turn Naturia Beast, but you would have to have at least 3 cards in your deck, being the tuner, non-tuner, and Rescue Cat, and you would have to open up with Rescue Cat. So I feel like that's all pretty hard to do.
That would be crazy.
Alright, see you guys.